Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss Warcraft, starring Travis Fimmel, Paula Patton, Ben Foster, Dominic Cooper, Toby Kebbell, let me see if I'm saying this right, Schnetzer, Rob Kaczynski, and Daniel Wu, directed by Duncan Jones. And believe it or not, Duncan Jones is David Bowie's son in real life. Now, I remember going to theaters for this and not exactly understanding what was happening. Is it going to be the same as I remember? Let's get into it. For ages in the region of the Middle Earth, humans and orcs have been at war as we meet Duratan, played by Toby Kebbell, is the chieftain of the Frostwolf Orc clan, As a character, I thought the movie was going to be about this whole time when I first saw this. But doesn't really matter for reasons I'll get into at the end of the movie. Then the orc clans come together as the Horde. Their land Dreener, sinister arc warlock Gul'dan, played by Daniel Wu, wants to wage war on the land of Azeroth. And I must confess now, I never really played the game either. I must say that now. A half-human, half-orc named Garona, played by Paula Patton, and I'm not sure what her arc is here, as these characters are introduced in the first 10 minutes, and I'm not connecting with these orcs. And the special effects on these orcs look bad, as this is a bad Lord of the Rings ripoff, except for no hobbits in this movie, nor are there elves. There's men, dwarves, and orcs. But that don't matter, as I don't get this world, nor I get the characters, as I've never played the game, nor will I ever. And I don't get the plot. Do I know what the hell is going on in this movie? No, I don't. I think Lord of the Rings is the better example than this. We meet Commander Anduin Lothar, played by Travis Fimmel, as he meets with King, let me see if I'm saying this right, Mangi Brosenbeard, who presents Lothar with a broomstick, then is summoned to the kingdom of Stormwind. After a garrison has been attacked, Lothar goes to Stormwind and meets a mage named, let me see if I'm saying this right, Khadgar, something like that, played by Ben Schnetzer, who was caught inspecting the bodies, and they meet with King Lane oh, Jesus Christ. Ren, played by Dominic Cooper. These names I'm never going to understand at all. And excuse my French for that earlier, by the way. As they are sent to meet with the Guardian Medivh, played by Ben Foster, in Karazhan, as there's too many characters whom I don't get their arcs, and I don't know how to say their names either, as there's no stakes in this movie whatsoever. They find that Medivh sculpting a giant golem out of clay, and these special effects look absolutely horrible. Dialogue is very cringeworthy, as making this movie is a head scratcher, as this movie is preposterous and boring. They, with a group of soldiers, get ambushed by a group of orcs as Medivh casts a spell that kills green-skinned orcs, but does nothing to Duratan and his friend Orgrim Doomhammer, played by Rob Kaczynski, or the warmongering Blackhand. Blackhand goes to attack Lothar, but shoots off Blackhand's hand with a broomstick, which feels pretty lame. Duratan rides a horse passing Garona, who's still in chains, as he swings an axe to break down the chain and free her. However, Khadgar holds her down with his magic, and she is captured by the humans as Garona is brought to Lane's castle. As she explains, her homeworld doesn't exist on the map of Azeroth, as she's kept in a cell, but is given food and comfort by Lane's wife, Lothar's sister, Queen Taria. Garona considers killing Taria to bring her among the orcs, but Taria says there would be no honor among her people, and these humans are pretty drastic characters. And the movie does a poor job of me liking this movie and to show my hand a little early on, must say. Lane frees Garona on the condition that she be loyal to Stormwind. She guides Lane. Lane and others use under Lane's command, including Lothar's son Callan, to a meeting between them and the Frost Wolf clan as Tarja gives Garona a small dagger, to defend herself, which will be a mistake throughout the film. The orcs and humans meet to negotiate a truce in order to kill Gul'dan. Durotan comes forward to speak with Garona, translating the Lane for Lane and Lothar. They are ambushed by green orcs that are loyal to Gul'dan, along with Blackhand and his cronies. The evil orcs battle the humans along with Durotan and his clan Medivh. Medivh creates a barrier between humans and orcs, but Callan is left outside. Lothar is unable to escape the barrier or put Callan in. Blackhand, with a new claw hand, impales Callan and tosses his body towards his father. And these names, oh my god, I'm misspelling their names because they all have weird freaking names. Is there a plot other than killing Gul'dan? But it feels like there's no plot in this movie, and this movie doesn't deserve my attention. I'm just going to be brutally honest there. Medivh becomes weakened. He is brought back to his home and placed into his mana pool. Khadgar sees Medivh's eyes glow green, indicating he's been infected with the Fel magic. Khadgar also learns from the book he took from Medivh's library that Gul'dan may have help from someone named Azeroth with opening the portal. Khadgar leaves to seek help, while Medivh teleports Garona back to Stormwind, which to me it's ridiculous because that's when Medivh betrays them at the particular moment was never earned for me. Garona finds Lothar in a room, drunken and mourning Callan's death. She goes to his side to comfort him. Lothar says he no longer trusts Medivh, and this movie has a ton of bad special effects. It gives me absolutely nothing to give a crap about these characters. Orgrim speaks to Gul'dan, who knows that Durotan has decided to side against the Horde, leading to his imprisonment. While Blackhand takes out the Frost Wolf clan, Gul'dan offers Orgrim a chance to take in the Fel magic and to become a stronger orc. And why should I give a crap at this point? Because this movie isn't telling me to, unless if you played the game, which I'm never going to do either, to tell you the truth. Khadgar rides on Gryphon above the clouds to the city of Dalaran. He meets with the other elder mages, all of whom are displeased with Khadgar for leaving them ages ago, as he explains to the images that the Fel magic is spreading through Azeroth, and the Medivh is corrupted by Khadgar, is brought to meet let me see if I'm saying this right, Elodie, an elder guardian, and the shadowy figure from Medivh's library. She intentionally sought out Khadgar to summon him. Elodie says to Medivh he has been a demonic entry for a while, and he has since given in to it, allowing himself to be corrupted by the Fel. Lane holds a meeting to unite others as part of the alliance to fight against the Horde. Lothar isn't fond of this plan and instead thinks they should destroy the portal and to prevent more orcs from invading Azeroth. Medivh and his human from teleports to the meeting, getting under Lothar's skin when he mentions Callan, and Lane puts him in a cell to calm him down. And I'm growing kind of restless with this movie at this point. Orgrim realizes his error has secretly freed Draka and their child, whom Durotan had named Go'el. Then he frees Durotan. Lane and his men are into battle as Khadgar returns and frees Lothar from his cell after turning a guard to sleep as they're about to fight Medivh, and Draka takes Goel to a river in a basket where she places him to safety, as another orc shows up as Goel floats away and safely as Draka is killed, and I don't care at this point. Durotan challenges Gul'dan to combat in front of the Horde, and they battle until Durotan overpowers Gul'dan, until the Warlock uses his magic to drain Durotan out of his life force. To the outrage of the other orcs, Gul'dan eventually kills Durotan, causing the other orcs to turn against him. Gul'dan kills the green orcs that walk away, forcing the others to stay by his side, which makes me think Gul'dan is a stupid villain at this point. He then awaits Medivh to start opening the portal while Gul'dan uses the life force of other prisoners to keep it going. And after Durotan dies, I was really ready to move on at this point. While Khadgar and Lothar fight Medivh, but he brings his clay golem to life. Meanwhile, Lane and his army, now joined by Garona, begin to fight the orcs. As the movie goes back and forth from battle to after battle, realizing they will most likely not win, Lane tells Garona to kill him so there may be a chance for peace between the orcs and humans. It would also allow her to bring honor to herself among the Horde. Lothar is then forced into combat against Blackhand, now more powerful with film magic, as my brain starts to hurt. Lothar impales Blackhand in retribution for Kellen's death. Lothar earns the respect of the orcs, but Gul'dan wants to kill him. He attempts to do it himself, but Garona urges him to stand down, or else he will be forced to fight with the other orcs. Lothar is left to take Lane's body away. Lothar is left himself in his room until Khadgar comes in and finds Garona's dagger and that Lothar took out of Lane's neck, leaving Lothar to believe that Garona intentionally deceived Lane. A funeral is held by Lane before the whole kingdom. Taria eulogizes her husband and has Lothar stand in front of everyone as he is now set to lead the alliance. Everyone rallies behind him, which is stupid and unrealistic, and the last scene shows Goel is floating down the river. Durotan's voice is heard, saying that his son will become the new leader of the orcs that might bring peace among them. A man picks up Goel's basket, and the baby growls at him, and I just wanted to move on as I was checked out 30 minutes ago. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 2.7 out of 10. I don't get the world. I don't understand the plot, which is in my case, there is no plot. This is not the Lord of the Rings good, as this is not the worst in the arcade series. That's any Uwe Boll film, which God forbid me doing that. I don't care for the characters, as this doesn't deserve my attention. And I'm growing rather restless of these video games turning into movies. And after this sequel and Silent Hill, I need to get a break from this, but I'm going to have to do Max Payne as well, so I'm screwed. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me, and I hope there's not a sequel to this. And if they ever decide to make a sequel, roar.